Hello friends, in this video I'm going to show you how you can simply install Airflow in your local computer. So we need to just follow 4 simple steps. Step 1, we need to install Docker Desktop. Step 2, we need to prepare Docker Compose file, which is we are going to download from Airflow website. Then we need to create logs, tags, and plugins folders, and then we need to run 2 simple commands, and then we are going to have Airflow in our local computer. So let's start from step 1. So we need to install Docker Desktop. To install Docker Desktop, in your browser, you can search simply Docker Desktop, and then from the Docker website, you can download Docker Desktop. So you can download it, for example, for my case, it's a Windows, so we can download it for Windows. So as soon as you download that, you are going to have some file like this, which is a Docker Desktop installer. And if you double click on Docker Desktop installer, you can simply just click on yes, and then it's going to install Docker Desktop. If you install successfully, you are going to have Docker Desktop icon in your computer. And if you click on that one, you will see that you will see that this is a Docker Desktop, and we don't have any container, so it's going to be something like this, empty without any container. The only things that you need to do is that you make sure that you logged in your Docker Desktop. So you can click on here, and if you have username and password, you can enter username and password and you can log in. And if you don't have, you can sign up for the Docker Desktop and then log in your Docker Desktop, which is a very simple and straightforward procedure. So once you log in your Docker Desktop, you can minimize this one. We don't need it for now. The next step is to download Airflow Docker Compose file. For that, we can search Airflow in Docker, and from Airflow website, running Airflow in Docker, you can find the Docker Compose file here. So this is the Docker Compose file. So this is basically a YAML file that we are going to use this file for our Airflow installation. So you just save this one. So before saving, let's create an empty folder in our desktop, so make sure that we know where we are saving the files. So you can write that Airflow. So we created an empty folder in the desktop and name that Airflow. So back here and save this file in Airflow folder that we created. So save it, and then open your Visual Studio. Make sure that you are opening the folder that we created, so this empty Airflow folder, and you can see that the file that we downloaded is here. So make sure that this is a YAML file, not a text file. So for that, you can just rename and remove that txt at the end of the file. So this is a YAML file that we need for the install Airflow. So next step is back to the steps. So we install Docker Desktop. We downloaded Docker Compose file from the Airflow and put it in the empty folder. And next step will be creating logs, tags, and plugin folders. So back to Visual Studio and create these folders. So it will be tags. Another folder will be logs, and the last folder will be plugins. So we created these folders. Next step will be running these commands. So Docker Compose up Airflow init. So let's copy this one. Back to terminal, new terminal. Make sure that you are in the Airflow folder that we created, and then run this command. So it's going to basically pull all the necessary information and all the necessary databases that we need for Airflow. So it's going to automatically pull all those information and download all those information. So I already downloaded before, so it's for me it's a little bit quick, but for you this may take a few minutes to finish. And after that, we are going to move to the next command, which is a Docker Compose up command. So let's wait a few seconds to finish this one. And if you do it right, you are going to see that username Airflow created with the role admin. And then we need to run the last command, which is a Docker Compose up. This command is also going to take a few minutes to finish, and after that you will see the Airflow in your localhost 8080. So you can open the browser and you can go to localhost 8080, and as you can see here, right now we don't have anything here because this command is running and it's going to take a few minutes to finish. After finishing this one, you will see that Airflow UI will be appear here. So let's wait for a few seconds. So just waiting a few seconds to finish Docker Compose up command. Now the command is finished, and as you can see here in the localhost 8080, we have Airflow sign-in page. So we need to enter our username and password to sign into Airflow. So username will be Airflow and password also will be Airflow. So as you can see here, for username and password, you need to write Airflow and then you can sign in. Because we downloaded Docker Compose file from the Airflow website, so username and password will be Airflow. If you download from another sources, maybe it's going to be admin, so you can test that username and password as well. But in our case, it's Airflow for username and password, and you can sign in. After you sign in, you will see the Airflow UI here. And in next video, I'm going to show you what are all these tabs and how you can use Airflow tags to monitor your workflow.